Hey everyone, happy Wednesday. I wanted to make this video on the heels of Labor Day because of just thoughts that I've been having around labor, specifically where agricultural labor is concerned. I was recently in Mammoth Cave National Park in backcountry, just camping and enjoying some quiet, very disconnected time. And on my way back, I was noticing how many farms there were in Western Kentucky. And Western Kentucky is not a place that I'd really travel to a whole lot, and not for work. I have some family on my in-law side that live far, far west, but I'm never just there spending time there. And this past weekend, I got to drive around. I went to Nolan State Park and went to all sorts of places, and in the process, I saw a lot of Amish-owned farms. I saw a lot of tobacco farms. I saw lots of farms, and I just was like, like this is really wild because most of the state really lives in Louisville and Lexington, and really the bluegrass is what most people think of regionally speaking when they think of farming and soil and all that kind of stuff. And Western Kentucky is just a wholly different thing. So all that to say, I started getting very nerdy and thinking about, well, what is the number? What's the value of agriculture here? Certainly, I have a lot of respect and a lot of interest because of my job and because of the things that matter to me for the agricultural world. But I've never really put a number on the importance in our economy. So I started looking around, and what I found out was it accounts for more than half of our revenue as a state. Last year, $11.4 billion was the total revenue estimated. There's always some way to make that number wrong or whatever, but about $11.4 billion was the revenue of Kentucky. And in 2018, I could not find in 2019 numbers, but in 2018, of all agricultural activities, 5.9 billion of those dollars are attributed to not the impact of agriculture, but the actual activity of agriculture. So that's the horse industry. That is the beef cattle farming industry. That's corn, soybean, tobacco. It's all of those things together. Broiler, which is the chicken industry. So many things that all come down to the labor that our farmers do. If you're talking about who produces the most, you have 5 counties that are the top producers. Fayette is actually second, which surprised me. I thought maybe it was first because we're so heavily horsified here. But the first county is actually Graves County. They are the number 1 agricultural producer out of all of the counties that we have here. Then Fayette County, then I'm going to screw up the order here, but Christian County is one of them. McLean County is another, and I am somehow forgetting the 5th. But they account for, the top 5 places in Kentucky that do the most agricultural production on a money basis. But it's pretty fascinating to me. I don't know, it might not be fascinating to you, but the point is, if it weren't for farmers, generally speaking, we would all be starving. But in this state, we'd be in a very, very bad spot without the agricultural things that farmers do here in Kentucky. So, the next time maybe you're enjoying a nice cigarette, maybe you are, you really love milk. I don't know. I'm sure there are plenty of people watching that love bourbon. Corn is one of our top agricultural crops here. I believe that is our 3rd after soybeans, after tobacco comes corn. So if you love bourbon, then you love farmers. But I mean, they're immensely important. And, after Labor Day, I don't know, I got a little nerdy. I wanted to share. I want to encourage you to buy local. I do the best that I can to do that on my own. But it really helps out the people that work so hard to sustain us here in Kentucky. Over 90% of our farms, in fact, are owned by families, not big, amorphous sorts of companies. They're owned by families here in Kentucky. So, whether it's something you're wearing, something you're eating, something you're drinking, something you're walking on, the wood on your floors. Agriculture is at the base of it. And just remember that, be proud about living here in Kentucky. We do some really incredible things for our state's residents and for maybe the drinking sanity of the nation at large. But agriculture is huge for us. And I just wanted to share it. I thought it was cool. Maybe you don't, but you should. You should care more. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I'll be in touch soon. Adios.